Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Obliterates him, still on the move. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Takes the handoff. It's Hankerson. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. They'll go right back to the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Back to throw. It's Reed. Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. So we're scoreless. Their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice.
Especially if he plays like that, we got a chance.
Man, your goal of the defense is to stop him, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium on their side of the field. You get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tulane! They'll try to add another to their lead.
Halfback stretch.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board.
No huddle all you want, big man.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
You couldn't have told me to shoot that down.
The offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On the run, it's Hankerson. Slams ahead for a yard out.
That time I missed. I'm not going to lie.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down.
Y'all see my boy Waller first covered up?
Now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you have to try to find a way to get a stop.
I know he's going to pick up on it like that.
Tulane right back to the line.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
What we look like out here.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football. And I think a lot
I'm already
of
up the score. I'll take my
know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Good timing.
I went over the line. One more open, I think I got it.
Stop short on 4th down.
They decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. The receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
What can you
They'll snap
do?
it from the 36. They've got a first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Have you found his offensive scheme
winding
yet?
down in the quarter as they come to the
I
line.
know next time.
Going up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jordan. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first
I think
down.
we got him. I think we got him.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. Back to pass. It's Reed. Looking to the big tight end. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Oh, stick work.
He's at the 40.
Stick work.
And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return.
Oh, gosh. If you were just a little faster as a pick all day, he's just a fast quarterback.
Creating turnovers. What a great job. Not only
Please, come on,
creating the
step up.
interception, but doing something after. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense.
Get in
And
there.
he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
You think it'll work?
Still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something.
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Oh.
The kickoff bounces.
You don't want to
through
take
the
it out
end zone.
one
They'll
more.
bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives.
Whatever he was
especially
throwing
in
was
this
interception.
game, if you're going to
I kinda
win
wish you got it all.
They've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in
Let's
his
just do it
hands
again.
and let him do his thing.
It ain't
After
perfect
the
defense, but it's
incompletion,
defense.
it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
I don't blame you. It's just how it goes sometimes. Ignore that. Almost. I thought it was going to be a playbook. I wish. Are they all 91s? No. They're horrible. What's my left tackle looking like? No, you ain't even starting, big bro. I don't think you starting either. Nah. I'm just gonna take you and you. That way I can go boom and boom. I need a better center. Might go see if I can pick me up one. Do you think they got a Ryan Williams on auction house? I'm sure they do. I don't think I can afford it. Maybe not. They know. Alright, let's see if I can find a center here. For 23,000. Heck nah, bro. I'm just gonna save up. Maybe not. 94 right here. Oh, sleeper pick, sleeper pick. They got... Yeah, I'm gonna pick you up. You're cheap. Little linebacker, that'd be nice. Guess we could use we need a cornerback, yeah. I need to look for a good cornerback. We'll run another head-to-head, and then I might just do some challenges. This guy's gonna have a 97 overall team. Watch. I mean, these Northwestern knows it. What? Hope that wasn't a loss for me. Oh, gave me a win. Okay. Boys do go to the Natty for the playoffs? I don't know. Is this guy gonna immediately have to leave too? Oh, my horrible compared to this. 98. Watch it. 98 overall. 97, close enough. Oh.
Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway.
Highly doubt I'll win this one.
On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Just a tremendous return.
Yeah, remember when I said stick work? I didn't mean to.
Great vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. The offense set for a first down play.
Clock's not even moving and he's running it down. Heartbeat pulsing.
He'll keep
Game
it
on the
himself.
line just for him to do that.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Nowadays, it's the norm. Running quarterbacks, scrambling around all over the field. Really nice job sending a message early. You're going to earn these yards. You're going to take some hits. Nice job delivering that message.
Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
3 of them.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there,
just plowing ahead. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Dogs! And once he got loose, it was all over. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Question is really good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
They're not going to get the return like
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Not looking to score as fast as him, just looking to do it as efficiently as possible. Keep the game efficient.
Ready to fire from the pistol.
If I can.
Looking to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they pick up better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. They'll go back to the ground. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quickly complete. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And the quick shuffle pass.
I think when we go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Chucked it away just as he was hit. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
I don't have a hot dot for it? I'm kidding.
On 3rd down, going up top. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Griffin. Fires it. Makes the grab. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Georgia 7, Tulane 3.
First down to start the drive after the break. Smith takes the handoff. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He'll toss it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver.
Oh, no.
Looking for room at the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers to football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
The Dogs have this offense rolling. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Right back to the well. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Griffin. Buys a little extra time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Lining up for the PAT. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Looking left.
Oh.
And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
He'll set up to throw. Let's it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And the point after is good. They already have the lead. They apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Greenway!
We can do it.
A great catch and run for 6.
It ain't over.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So seeing quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. A lot of time left to line up for an onside kick. I mean, you're risking giving up really good field position. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, and that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Back to throw, it's Griffin. They're bringing heat. Quarterback now breaking the field. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Looking to pass on second down. Going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Finds his big tight end. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Shoots it to the left. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Starting to feel a little pressure. That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On second down, looking again to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half.
I think I did it, yeah.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick.
This happens to spam, either triangle or Y, whatever you're on.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Oh, I could have returned. I just got scubbed by my own player. Yeah, stuff like that happens. People know how to cheat the onside. All you gotta do
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical, and then go. And guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living,
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple.
No way.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? You can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field, and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
On 4th down, going to the air. Fires toward the end zone. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. On the option. Ball's out. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. Good presence of mind by the quarterback there to not panic when the ball went on the ground and able to get it back.
I'd just like to see better ball security, Reese, from the quarterback, too. You know, you got to keep 2 hands on the ball at all times. It doesn't matter. You're looking downfield. You know you're going to have guys around you trying to swat away at the football.
Hand him the game more.
Why 2 points of pressure at minimum on that ball. The quarterback lucky.
It couldn't have been more there.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Right back to the well. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11.
That's the end of the third quarter. Georgia 21, Tulane 10.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air, it's Griffin. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown, Dogs!
Welp. Not how I wanted that to go. It's alright, we've had worse innings. I needed a strong safety. Maybe I can put you a middle linebacker. Yeah. No, not putting you there. We already have one. You can be a good backup though. Some depth. What about you? Hey!
He's at the 5. Unbelievable!
Oh crap. Alright. Oh, I have to pick one. I feel like it's a no-brainer. You'd be an improvement. I don't think I'm gonna get you though. I don't think you'd be an improvement. You would be, I guess. Really think my free safety is what was lacking. I gotta confuse some strong safety. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna pick you up. Probably biased. I am a Alabama fan, but suck it. My channel, not yours. Yeah. Okay. Dude, you got depth there now. Free safety, absolutely liking that. Still need a middle linebacker and a quarterback. I think I need a quarterback more. Yeah. Okay, my special teams. Nobody cares about that. If any quarterbacks. I don't know. I've been seeing people use this Marshall Reed. Can I not compare them? Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy him just because I can. Nobody else I really am able to get would be that big of an upgrade, so maybe we can get a speed upgrade. Oh, yeah, I don't know if he's gonna start. I don't know, 94 speed? No accuracy's just not there. Oh! Hey! I have to pick one? I don't Oh no. Speed's 90. That's really good. He's taller. I don't think he's that much better. Cornerback, I feel like he's going to be way better. It's a 4 overall difference. What? Oh, comparing him to the wrong guy. Yeah. He's taller. Way quicker. Better acceleration. Better agility. I think this is the guy. Yeah, we're gonna take him. That might get me an overall boost. So we go do some challenges, get some coins, or maybe we try the head-to-head with a new quarterback. I don't know. Yeah, 94 overall. Let's go. Fan favorite? Heck yeah. Let me see if I can make room for 3 AP. Because that'd be dope. Whoa, 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 whoa. 4, 8, 12. Got 6 I can use. Heck yeah. Ooh, also, that's cool. Silver has. I think he has platinum though, doesn't he? Yeah. Out of 19. That's the best team overall. unactivate those fires. Apparently I'm not using them. He gets more training. See if I can go to my items. I got my 98%. Are you telling me it put 2 QBs? Buddy. Come on.
Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway.
Oh, no.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, the ground game. Smashes through. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
He's going to pass. Gets open down the middle.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that time to hit the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Here comes the offense on second down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
I just got held.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And a nice job working the middle. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest and outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They'll give it to him again. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. He makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Holy kicker.
You'll call for the fair catch here. Offense set on first down. The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
After the misfire, it's second down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A really good job on the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job.
Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. At the 30. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Auburn 7, Tulane 0.
Bugsy runs the ball.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run in the red zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass.
Mine.
And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not only do they
That's
get
a new
the
cornerback.
interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Gets it out fast. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Trying to pick it up on the ground. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Pocket starts to collapse. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. To the air, it's Reed. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Your windup is so long.
He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
He'll take the deep shot. He's got it at the 25.
That's over.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
You just can't allow that to happen defensively. It's 4th in California. You're in a big zone defense. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. You can't let them pick that up. Somebody's got to make a play on the football, swat it away, get the interception, get off the field. What are we doing?
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tulane.
I need a big tight end right there.
Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. That drive covers 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score.
Yeah, buddy.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Trying to get to it. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He lost one down the sideline. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Auburn!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams.
Nobody.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's moving out of the pocket. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To throw, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Oh, it's out. That's a live ball. And a fumble out of bounds. Not exactly the most memorable way to end the first half.
The end of the first half. With the score, Auburn 14, Tulane 7.
Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Fair catch called for and made. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictable.
And the heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line. Keep bringing the heat like that, you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the...
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Not even a blitz.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him.
Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on third down. They made a big one there.
Fourth down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for the big play. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he's running in the open. 10. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence of this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. It's complete on the right side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Green Wave. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. And the ball's loose in the backfield. And the defense snatches it, and they reverse the field.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Jukes his way for more.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away,
hey, hate me all you want.
They will just add up. Where the
this guy's better than me.
Get 1st downs, and ultimately,
I'm going to do what I have to do.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I really like this play call. I just never had it.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
They'll try to run for it. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going.
It's a tight bunch.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, bringing all these tight ends in the game, you'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Using his legs to buy some time.
I went out of
Just
bounds.
couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Touchdown, Green Wave! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Setting up for the PAT. When he gets this late, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So they take advantage of good starting field position, move the ball 35 yards, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown.
Hey.
No return coming. He'll call
No, I
for
said
the
he
fair
was better
catch.
than me. But did I mean it? Oh.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They could make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking for the completion.
No.
Finds his man and they convert. All kinds of running room. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory and now threatening to get the score. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is, too. Where is he?
Got enough space. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do, just like practice. Knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the...
Oh, look out, there he goes! And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to find his man on first down. Quarterback adapting.
No.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. They'll rely on running behind the big left tackle here. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Stewart. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So now on comes the field goal unit. The line of scrimmage is the 25. It'll be a 42-yard kick for the win. From 42 yards out, he calls
to seal the game.
That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard? Just like that, like you're talking about, Reese. Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse. Just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it and practice throughout the week. These 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Yeah. Alright, I think that's where I'm going to end it.